At the turn of the 20th century, thousands of them roamed freely along the Minnesota-Canada border, but their number eventually dwindled to just 4.
Now a rare horse that has special meaning to the Ojibwe people is making a comeback. In tonight's Maury Stories, Maury Glover introduces us to a woman in western Wisconsin and her efforts to reconnect the local Ojibwe community to its ancestral animal.
Anishinaabe means the humble people, and if you kind of look at our horses, they're humble too.
On a small piece of property in Spring Valley, Wisconsin,
we initially got the farm for the horses.
some links to the past are moving into the present.
This is Odemangijish. That means strawberry moon in our language.
M. Lorzell and her husband just closed on the farm a couple of weeks ago. And their small herd of horses is making itself at home.
Not only do they now have a permanent place here, but 8.5 acres of ancestral land is now back under Anishinaabe stewardship.
As a descendant of the White Earth Nation,
Hi, Jimmy. Hi.
Lorzell grew up hearing stories about the forest-dwelling ponies her elders grew up with, who adapted to fit their environment.
I like to call them schmedium horses. Small, medium, schmedium. So they're big ponies, small horses.
Their small stature helped them navigate the densely wooded terrain, and they have a special flap in their nostrils to prevent cold air from getting into their lungs, and fuzzy ears to protect them from insects.
These horses ranged from Winnipeg all the way to Sault Ste. Marie, all the way down to most likely Milwaukee. Wherever Anishinaabe and Ojibwe people were, their horses were with them too.
In the early 1900s, there were thousands of Ojibwe horses, as they are called, along the Minnesota-Canada border, and they were workhorses for the Ojibwe people, helping with transportation, logging, and trapping. But as more Native Americans were moved onto reservations, the U.S. and Canadian governments declared the horses a public nuisance and either exterminated them or they were sold to make dog food or glue.
Yeah, they'd get into people's gardens and everything like that and start eating the food that because they're so habitual to hanging around where people live close by. So it was a thing for them just to, and that's where they found safety and security with people.
By the 1970s, there were only 4 mares left, and they were going to be killed by the Canadian government. But 4 men from Minnesota drove north in what was called the heist across the ice to bring them to a farm in Orr, Minnesota, where they were bred with a Spanish Mustang, and the breed was brought back from the brink of extinction.
In an era when we seem to have a lot of divisions, one thing that is notable is that this was an effort by both Indigenous and white people to save these horses, and still is, by the way.
Lorzell says since then the number of Ojibwe horses has risen to about 180, and most of them are in Canada. When she heard about a Canadian rancher who could no longer afford to take care of some of her herd, Lorzell raised enough money to rescue 6 of them back in April and brought them to the States.
But it finally felt that a relative who had been missing for generations was finally coming back home. So they're really special to us. They're considered kind of this really powerful spiritual animal.
Lorzell also started a nonprofit called The Humble Horse, both to raise awareness about the breed and to help revive it.
Making sure that Anishinaabe people can come and reconnect with the horses and learn about them and learn, hey, we had horses, we have horses, and they're maybe only 45 minutes or an hour and a half away.
Her efforts are already paying off. One of Lorzell's horses recently gave birth to a foal named Animaki, which means thunderer, because he was born after a thunderstorm.
My dream is to see these horses come back, and to see these horses come back into our ancestral communities and basically have our relatives back.
And in the process, give Ojibwe communities in Wisconsin and Minnesota a chance to reclaim part of their heritage.
He's now here. We can kind of start thinking, what's the 5-year, 10-year plan, right? What's the future of this breed? And how can we do it sustainably for the planet, for ourselves, and for these horses?
For Maury Stories, Maury Glover, Fox 9.